Hello and welcome. My name is Tom.
And I'm Heather.
And you're sitting at The Couples Table.
The Couples Table is a live stream podcast here on this channel. Join us for better or worse.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
Fridays, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget the time is changing this weekend for
yes.
the U.S. So
and also
it could be different in places.
Happy New Month. Yay. I can't believe it is November. And Tom's going to do our audio check. Dun, 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 dun.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I am using the...
You have a very slick looking mic over there.
Yes. I am using the SE Dynacaster, which I've never used before.
It's red.
This is one. It's a dynamic. This is one that was given to me by Audio Hotline.
Audio Hotline.
Yeah. What's cool about it is it has...
He's already launching into a YouTube video. There.
Yes.
Do you guys see this happening?
It's an active... It has a booster built into it, so it needs phantom power to run.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way, basically, if you use something like the SM7B on not a Rodecaster, you oftentimes need to connect a booster to it to get the signal loud enough. This has a booster built into it, so even though it's a dynamic, not a condenser microphone, you don't need the booster. But what's really cool about that is, like, I think I have it at only like 24 decibels of gain versus like 56 that I would normally have something like the SM7B at. So it should sound crisp and clear, but be a lot quieter without any like background hiss because you don't need to boost the level so much.
You don't need to boost the level so much.
Anyway, that's my condensed review.
Audio Hotline in the house. Catherine is here. Jeremy, hello, hello. Gil, hey everyone. Bon is here. Happy Friday, everyone. Kane is checking in from Mildura, Australia. Sean, hey Sean. Jeremy says, I apparently need to become better friends with Audio Hotline.
Yeah, it's worth it for sure.
Well, happy Friday, Tom. How's everything going in your world?
Pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I have big news.
Big news?
Yeah, we should pull it up.
What is it?
I can't really type right now because I just did my nails before the stream. So, there, it's the first one. Right here?
Yeah. Okay,
so check it out, guys. This is a big deal. Tom would never, but so here we go, okay? Boom! This is the Rode Creator of the Year Awards. This is a very big deal. I am all about, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I feel like, there's a lot of recognition and accolades and, I don't know, stuff like that that goes to the super big production YouTube channels. Right. And one of my dreams along this YouTube journey was to always create some kind of recognition thing to smaller creators. Okay. I feel like I kind of do that in my own way with the YouTube Huddle Up and stuff. But you can get companies like Rode and they can do it, legit. So Rode is doing Creator of the Year awards. I don't know if this is a new thing.
They've done versions of things like this in the past.
So they're giving away $250,000 in prizes total. But there's a Creator of the Year, an Emerging Creator of the Year, and then there's different categories like comedy, interviewing, gaming, fashion, video podcast, blah, blah, blah. Someone can, win in every category. But it is based on, hold on. What is it based on? I wanted to pull up, I saw this somewhere. But it's basically based on, creativity, production, style.
It varies by the niche, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's really recognizing the skill of the creator and their individuality versus how big is your show, how many viewers do you pull in.
The biggest spectacle.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really excited about this because guess who's on the short list? Yeah.
For in the gear and tech reviews category.
Yeah, so Tom just got an email last night. He's on the shortlist for gear and tech reviews, but also Creator of the Year.
I think they all filter in. I think that's the overarching one, but then you have your category things. And then there is one
People's Choice.
There's a People's Choice that will involve an online voting component at some point. So I might harass people for that.
But I think it's, especially, if anyone here is familiar with Rode and their partners, the people who use this stuff, it's a lot of people who are doing really fun, creative content.
Yes.
And as you are and have been this entire time.
Exemplified.
But I'm just really proud and excited for you.
That was really kind of cool. I don't know how short the short list is, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had... Yeah, it's interesting.
I just think it's cool because it's when you are a YouTube creator, there's kind of only a few milestones that you can kind of look forward to, I think the silver play button, the gold play button are kind of obvious, but for a lot of people, they don't hit that gold play button. And so to get something like this where there's, it's based on your merit. It's based on...
Yeah, it's not based on...
your dedication.
Audience size or anything.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Well,
and they do have an Emerging Creator of the Year.
Yes. So that one, that's if you started your channel in 2023. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. So, I don't know. Shout out to Rode for doing something like this. That's cool.
Well, it's neat because they partnered with a lot of people. I don't want to scroll down to the bottom here, but it's not just even Rode stuff, but they partnered with all these brands down here. Some of which I've partnered with, like Artlist and Nanlite, and there's even Brevity, Obsbot. It's cool.
Oh, here, go to the FAQ.
The FAQ? What the FAQ? I don't know.
I think it's what is it based on? Oh, how will my entry be judged?
Where is that?
At the bottom.
Ba-doop. There it is. The two major prizes, the Creator of the Year Award and the Emerging one, as well as the 22 category awards, will be assessed by an expert panel of judges. Every entrant's submitted content will be judged based on the following criteria: audio quality, visual quality, personality, and originality. There will also be a People's Choice Award for each category, judged by a community via a round of public voting. So there you go.
There you go. I don't know. I'm really excited for you.
That's cool. I mean, I didn't expect anything to come of it, so already better than I expected.
Yay! So congrats.
Thank you.
Want to take the time to acknowledge and recognize your hard work, okay?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a special thing. All right, Charles McGregor's checking in. Hello, everyone. Hope Sick Mac is here. Happy Friday. Audio hotline. We can officially be with Jeremy Hubble. Oh, we can officially be friends. Just Flinks. Do I see a Tom Buck on a Dynacaster?
You sure do.
Kat says that's awesome. Way to go, Tom. You deserve
Thank
it.
You. That's very kind.
Congrats. That's awesome. Well deserved. Way to go, Tom. Do we get to vote? You do.
Yes, and they'll announce when the voting goes up and stuff.
Yeah, so. It's sometime. I was gonna say it's sometime in November. It is November.
Yeah, sometime soon.
Yeah.
But I'll be sure to be kind of obnoxious about that.
Okay, I'm so excited because there are two people in the comments that one I haven't seen before here, and then one I haven't seen in a while. So first of all, shout out,
say, hey, yeah.
Hi. It's so great to see like Heather Just Play viewers, subscribers coming over here to the Couples Table. It's so fun. And the Spiral Lab, Marta,
Hey.
how are you? It's so good to see you. I hope all's been well. Yay. Oh, how fun. That just made my day.
Well, what is up?
Well, today we're doing a Q&A.
Oh, okay.
So if you have Q's,
we'll
try to A. But let's see. I mean, I have lots of gaming channel updates.
I know you do. That's why I'm like,
but
hey.
I don't want to like, take over the Couples Table talking about it. I talked about it on the YouTube Huddle Up a lot, but
yeah. But even last night we did a stream. We did a really fun Halloween stream.
Well, we should talk about this because that was like, I can't believe we pulled that off.
It was relatively unplanned.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. Basically, we've done lots of streams, or like Heather's in streams, and I'm kind of just over here, kind of in the side. And part of me very much likes that because if you have this wide shot, I'm sort of just over to the side, like a sidekick.
Yeah.
And Andy Richter to your Conan.
Okay.
And then you cut to your gameplay footage, and you're the box in the corner, and I'm not on the frame at all.
Yeah, you're
which
you're
is
not in
kind
it.
of awesome because it's no pressure at all. And then you cut back to the thing, and I'm like watching the hockey game on the TV over there. But it's really fun because it keeps it, for me, it's very, very casual, and it's like,
yeah,
that's really nice. But we wanted to try doing that. You can never see what's on my computer screen in the gameplay thing. We can only see it through your side, and we have redone your setup 4 times. So I was like, I don't want to figure out a way to sometimes add in like another computer. Like, no.
Yeah.
So we did like a remote thing.
Yes. So here's what's crazy. If you don't know, Final Fantasy 14 it's a multiplayer game, but
the critically acclaimed.
But it's not a multiplayer game in terms of like, you turn on the Nintendo and there's a player 1 and a player 2 and we play watching the same TV. For Final Fantasy 14, like everyone needs to log into their own account on their own system, be it laptop, console, whatever. Which is why it's always my gameplay that's showing. And then Tom is just, playing on his laptop.
My character is
right
in your gameplay.
Yeah, I could exactly. But I don't even know. I think my original idea was, can we put Tom's camera onto the stream? And that's easy. I mean, everyone who has Ecamm, we have done that several times. And Ecamm makes it really easy. But then we were like, oh, what can we make it so we can switch between our gameplays? So what was really cool to me yesterday is that it was a challenge for Tom and I to like maximize both of our studios at the same time.
On the fly, on the spur of the moment.
I mean, we had like a couple hours.
It was,
but
I was cutting it close.
It was Roadcaster video. It was Ecamm. I mean, I built an entire new profile with different scenes and everything.
I had to finally dig into virtual channels, which have been, so something that's been, now I just sound like the Rode ad. Select me, Rode. Something that's been asked for since the Roadcaster 2 came out was virtual channels. So it can show up as like 1 or 2 devices on your computer, but to be able to really assign like different applications to different input outputs, and that has finally like literally just become available. A big reason being because it's apparently incredibly complicated to get that to work on Mac. And that has been a huge, which now I understand. So I was like reading about it, trying to watch videos about it, and I was like, this is like honestly too confusing to me, because my first impulse was like, oh, I'll make a video about this a couple weeks ago or whatever, and I was like, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
But I had to do it last night because I really needed it, because I needed, as a guest on your Ecamm, I needed my audio to go out, just my microphone.
Yes.
I also needed to be able to mix in my game audio.
Yeah.
But my game audio, I needed to hear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I could monitor it, but it didn't need to be in the stream all the time. It couldn't just be one output where
we can't have 2 gameplay audios. That would be
overlapping.
too confusing.
It'd be insane.
Yeah.
So I needed to hear it all the time, but it only needed to go out to the stream sometimes. And then we were talking, so I needed to hear you, but the game audio is kept really quiet. You need to be loud, so that means I had to break you and the game audio into separate faders. I got it all working on my Rodecaster Duo where I was on one fader, you were on one fader, game audio was on one fader, and I could basically mute and unmute game audio from the stream on the fly. And it was I'm not even 100% sure I did it right, but it worked. So
well, see, that's the tricky part about being a content creator is that like there's no one way to do it. Because if there was, pull up the steps and let's just go. But it's like we have to sit here and be like, okay, if I did this, plug this into this, use this software, and we made it work.
Well, then of course, like because I was also using then like loopback and all this other stuff, and then I was like, okay, everything's ready, like we're good to go. And then my computer went to sleep before the stream when it woke up. Now, like, the game audio is not working anymore. And I'm like, oh, geez.
So, yeah, that was last night. Kayan says, I've actually been a lurker for a while on all your channels, Heather. Oh, I had no idea.
Shoot.
Well, I'm glad that you're saying hi. And if anyone is just a lurker, feel free to chime in and say hi. Just Flink says, how are you liking that microphone? I was thinking about getting one just because I don't want to be another guy with an SM7B.
You don't mean another podcast, bro? This is literally the first time I'm actually using it.
Yeah, he's like plugged it in right now.
Testing it out, I like the way it sounds, which is why I'm using it. But this is my first actual use of it.
Yeah. Kane's asking, any topics for Q&A or just random?
School appropriate, safe for work.
Yeah, anything, whatever. It doesn't have to be content creation. It could be whatever. Gil says, I loved how it came out. Yes. So just like I get excited when Bon and Kayan from Heather Just Play come on over here, I also really like when Gil goes over to Heather Just Play because I'm like, oh, it's another creator who understands what you're looking at in terms of this took us hours to build to figure out this whole. I mean, the fact that you're in your YouTube studio, it's like that's a whole system and power.
Well, then I had to like make it Halloween-y and do the like theming and decorations and like can the lights look like candles? Like probably not 100% necessary.
Yeah, and then like in Final Fantasy 14 there was a haunted house, so we did that. We did hide and seek. It's just like I don't know.
It was really fun.
It's just
that was like way fun. Plus we moved some progress on my
MSQ.
The main story.
Yeah. Jeremy says got it all to work with Loopback.
Loopback is cool. Loopback saved the day yesterday a lot, but I needed the physical faders of the Rodecaster, so it was kind of a collab. But then Loopback decided to take a nap right before the stream started. And then eventually it woke up again. So
Kayan says, why not use Discord voice channel for splitting the cam and stuff? It's much easier to use, though. Well, see, so Discord voice channel, I've actually never used it except for that. Actually, I've never used a Discord voice channel except to talk to Pimpy one time or twice, which sounds strange if you don't know who he is. He's the moderator in the Heather Just Played Discord server. But I am new to Discord. Aside from the, we've made a few that are kind of inactive, and then that's really
these are all problems that have been dealt with and solved before. So now
but it's like new to us. Yeah. So I need to figure out how to utilize Discord to its fullest potential. But I'm learning. Just Flink says Nick and Milena on Twitch used to have both their cams and gameplays on one stream at the same time. Maybe you could look how they did it if you needed any inspiration. Wow. On the stream at the same time. I feel like that would be... So it would have to be 2 squares.
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I'm not... I've never heard of this, but I worry that would be... Imagine in a Final Fantasy battle, though, like...
I would get motion sick. I wouldn't be able to watch it.
It'd be a little cuckoo.
Yeah, because if you're going right, I'm going left. Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. My brain would break.
It's not necessarily like that you need to see, because a lot of times, like if you're doing something and like, okay, we're going to go do this map or whatever, and then like you don't need to see my screen for that. And if my character's in there, it's fine. But it's more about like, okay, like Heather, you're leading this thing, or like Tom needs to do this battle. So it makes more sense to see it from my point of view.
Yeah.
And that's where it was like switching over was
it's
tricky.
It's more of like who is the focus of the activity that we're doing.
Yeah.
We would only need to show one at a time, but just having the option to be able to switch between the two was something we've never tried.
Yeah.
And not that we need to do that every time, but it was cool to try to test it out.
Yeah, I mean, I learned what's cool about stuff like that is we both learn more about streaming and doing that kind of stuff, but I think we also each, I learned more. I got ideas and learned more just about my setup for my videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. Like, even got some ideas for lighting. Definitely learned more about like streaming audio stuff, and I did everything off my MacBook yesterday, and it did it. I'm not going to use it for everything next time because it was doing streaming and gaming at the same time for hours. Next time, I'm just going to have it game, which then, and this was my original idea, and I don't know where, see, this is where it's like there's always so many ways to do everything.
Yeah.
My Mac Mini setup is just good in there. And what I'm going to do next time is just take my MacBook and plug it into the Rodecaster Video, and then I'm done. It's just a source in the Rodecaster Video. I have my camera, I have my computer screen. I think
your Mac Mini is streaming, your MacBook Pro is a source as the game.
Yeah. And I think what threw me off is I wanted to use my big display to game because I've never played the game on a big monitor.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that was this, to do everything, get it all working was this. But yeah, it would have been better to do the Mac Mini. I would have to game on the MacBook, which I'm used to. It's fine. And then eCam could be on my big monitor. And then I could have still had the prompter up. Because the other thing was I had my MacBook screen right below my camera because I didn't have enough. I couldn't do the prompter in time. But I'm now I used to be where if there's a camera lens, no matter what's happening, I will focus on the camera lens and talk to the camera lens.
Right, because we're so trained.
Yeah, even if the camera's not on, like if I was on a phone call with someone, I would be
same.
Talking to
when
the
I
camera
come
lens.
in here and I'm on the phone, I just look at the camera out of
it's
just
muscle memory.
Yeah.
The prompter though, because you can now put the other person on screen, I've actually gotten used to like, oh, you can just talk to the other person. So last night the screen was right below it, and I just kept looking down and talking to you and having to remind myself. Yeah. It like broke the muscle memory. So anyway, all that to say, if I made things easier on myself and just gamed on a smaller screen, it'd be super easy to set up. So it's not like, hey, Tom, do you want to tear your studio apart to do a live stream? It's like, hey, Tom, do you want to plug in one cable?
Yeah.
And then I can just look at you on the prompter. I can hear everything just fine. Like, yeah.
Well, my favorite part is how this is giving us a chance to level up our skills and it's almost like practicing what we preach, because I feel like I was telling you this last night. I feel like, okay, if you're doing YouTube 7-8 years, it's a long time.
Yeah.
But I feel it's like, I don't know, I feel reinvigorated. Like,
yeah, I mean, stuff changes all the time.
Yeah. But it's cool that we can still like be curious and experiment and learn new things.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I love this stuff. And I love that there is no one way to do it. It's
that's
kind of
the
like,
part that kills me. But
I mean, that is a blessing and a curse, but it's also fun because it means you don't always have to have like this really specific gear.
Yeah.
It means you don't have to do it the way someone else is doing it.
It's like problem solving. Yeah. You got to get
I like
creative.
the problem solving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gil says, how are y'all switching? So I was the one.
Right back, actually, I want to show something.
Yeah. So I was streaming from here, and then we turned on interview mode in eCam, and then I set up like all different scenes where, so the tricky part was that Tom had to switch his output, right? So like if we had a camera here on the left corner, a camera there in the other corner, and then the whole thing is gameplay, he would have to make sure that his output is his face, right? But if I switched to his gameplay, he would have to switch on his end to his scene that had
there was
the
some
gameplay.
Overlaps where like it was my gameplay footage in the little box in the corner or whatever. But
yeah. If anyone knows, how to use eCam and you see the replay, you'll totally understand what's happening.
So something I was able to do, which is actually cool. I don't think Charlotte is here right now, but Charlotte gave us a couple of her old stream decks.
Yes.
Well, they're old news. Like she had new stream decks.
But she wasn't using
them, so she gave them to us, which is very cool. And I have one in my office, which is very cool.
Yeah.
I had the old, like the original stream deck that I've had forever, like just this one here. But the thing that was driving me crazy about it, and a reason I realized I was hardly ever using it, is because of the stand that it came in.
I remember it being annoying.
So Charlotte, like I have the one with the knobs on it now and stuff, which is super cool. So I just use that, and this one has been in a drawer. But I did need quick access to things last night. So I was like, crud, okay, put in the stream deck. And it has this stand it's you can't constantly falls down. You can't move it. It's really annoying. Yeah. So I had 3D printed this, like...
Of course. Look at him.
Oops, sorry.
He's so resourceful, you know?
I had 3D printed this, and it...
and it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, so it's a nice stand there, and that worked out really well. It's like, oh, great. Now I have this other Stream Deck, which is perfect for times like this. And then what's cool about this is I've got some anti-grip things because it was sliding. So now...
Not anti-grip. Grip.
Anti-grip. And then because it was kind of lightweight, I actually just put an old battery that doesn't work anymore.
Oh, so it like weighs down.
So it has a little more weight. I want to figure out like how to put more weight into it. But yeah, it's kind of nice because now this looks a lot more like your big Stream Deck. In
but
terms
it's like
its beefiness.
Stable.
Yeah. And it doesn't slip and slide. So I was able to like, just have this like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's awesome.
And then I did want, just because we're talking about switching, I knocked something down.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I did want to share this that I got yesterday, which I do think these look like eyes. Every time I've seen this on a YouTube thumbnail, it looks like a face to me.
That's funny.
Especially because it looks like they're moving. Look at the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome. This is the Ulanzi video switcher. So it's basically like... We've talked about the Rodecaster Video. This is sort of the other direction where it's not trying to be crazy complicated. It's taking just basic switching that the ATEM does and simplifying it. And I've been really, really curious about this one because it's got your 4 HDMIs and everything, and even 2 mic inputs, and you got your dials and whatnot, and it all feels quite nice. Mm-hmm. So just for a basic switcher, I think it's $300. So same price as an ATEM Mini. But what's really neat about it is...
This is cool.
I mean,
even I can appreciate this.
With magnets. And the reason for that, especially if you've used a Stream Deck, or if you use an ATEM and a Stream Deck, and you're kind of like, oh, I wish one was sort of like the other. When you really max out a switcher like this, you have so many cables. Cords. And so you're streaming and you pull it on your desk and you have 4 HDMIs plus the power cable, plus the USB, plus the audio, plus the headphones.
Yeah.
There's this whole nest of cables. So what you can do is all those cables can go into the base. That can just go over there.
Put it somewhere under your desk.
And then there's just one USB cable that comes to the top panel. And it even has little feet.
Oh, that's cute.
So that way it can still be level.
That's nifty.
And that way you just have one cable and then you can do your switching and stuff right there. Plus, it's just magnets.
Bam.
Which is cool. So anyway, I'm excited I have a couple non-ATEM basic switchers that I'm excited to talk about in future videos.
There we go.
Anyway.
Kayan says, are you coming over to my Free Company Halloween event? What time was it at again, Kayan? I think it was at 6. I'll definitely be on. So maybe I should stop by and see what this is all about.
Oh, that sounds way fun.
I cannot even tell you. I'm so excited to play without, I just want to play.
Heather just wants to play?
Heather's just play. I really have an itch to play. Jorge says, hello, guys. Tom style. I just got the Rodecaster Pro 2 to replace the Rodecaster Pro, and I'm looking for a way to connect multiple cameras to my laptop, but the Rodecaster Video is too far from my price range.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, because switchers like this, even the Rodecaster Video and all the ATEMs and stuff, they allow you to connect multiple cameras, but the whole thing is viewed as one source. So you're not going to see like an eCam or something. You're not going to be able to pull camera 1, camera 2. That's all done through here, which is fine for most people. And that might be all you need. If you want it, and they're all limited to 1080 as well. If you want like multiple individual sources of 4K, Blackmagic makes something. I forget exactly what it's called. Deck something. And then Elgato makes the CamLink Pro, which is 4 4K HDMI inputs that each show up as a source. If you're using it with a Mac, though, it's like a PCI card, so you have to put it's for like a tower computer, and you slide it in one of the card slots. So you can't do that in a Mac, and so you have to get an external enclosure housing for it. You could do that, but Peter Gregg was doing that. He's the first person I saw do it. He's the first one I saw use eCam, and the first person I saw do that, and that way he could get 4 individual 4K sources into eCam.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, without having to because that's handling all the processing, so it's not throwing it all into your computer.
Just Flink said it could be a cool thing to have 3 separate scenes, one with Heather's gameplay, one with Tom's, and one that combines of both. Then you can switch between on something like a Stream Deck.
That's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, yesterday was a great test. And now that we've done it once,
refine.
We can fine tune. Yeah. Obs is here. Hey. How's the move? You good?
Yeah. How is it?
King Paco, which interface will you choose? Elgato, Focusrite, Vocaster, or Rode?
Rode. They're all great, but Elgato's really, really simple. The Vocaster is also great, but really simple.
I used both of those. The Focusrite I used for years.
Yeah.
The Vocaster we had in here for like a month or two.
Yeah, use the Scarlett and the Vocaster, and then the Rode is just like, it's... Yeah, I would choose the Rode. The fact that I could just plug in any mic, process it right in the device, record in the device if I need to, split things out into fader.
Jeremy says you need to like and subscribe to his channels, apparently.
He's to like and... Oh. I was like, wait, what? Yes, I do.
Let's see. Oh, Charlotte, we were just talking about you.
We said her name 3 times. She showed up in the chat.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the stream decks.
Yeah.
Tom just talked about how...
I think she might have heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
K-Walk Comedy. Hey, it's good to see you. That's the same issue my husband and I has with the first stream deck versions. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks because I like it. I remember when one of our friends first told us about the stream deck when they first came out, they're like, have you seen this thing? It's like each button is a little screen. And I was like, what? That must be like $800. And it's like $100 or something.
Yeah.
It's like, how does this work? But it's always been frustrating. And I think that the fact that I can't move it around easily stopped me from using it a lot.
Yeah.
And then, so I printed this out, and then Charlotte sent us the ones. I was like, oh, well, that solves that problem. But I was feeling bad that this is just in a drawer then. And now that it can be my, like, in a pinch streaming MacBook, whatever thing, it's pretty cool.
There you go. Let's see. Enthusiast Impression says you can find Scotch restickable mounting squares for 3D printed base of your stream deck. It's sticky and rewashable.
I don't know which ones I got. These were like a big pad. They are sticky.
Scotch restickable mounting squares. That sounds something that we should have in the house.
But these worked. It was just a big pad of like rubbery stuff. I just cut them. And it worked.
Jeremy says Ulanzi is stepping up their game. Meanwhile, Tom's stock with Rode is on the decline. Charles says, nice. Splitting up the base from the button seems super useful.
Yeah.
Jorge, wow, you just answered my question without even reading it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, anything, it sounds like if you're looking for a switcher, an ATEM or the Ulanzi, they're the way to go because they're $300. The ATEM Mini Pro is $300, the Ulanzi is $300. I haven't used this enough. Like, I literally just got it. I love the design of it. The build quality is awesome, but I can't tell. I've used the ATEMs for years for basic switching. The Rodecaster Video is... if you want eCam in a physical device, like going in that direction. So it's very different and way better audio too.
Exposure Bar, Drew. Hey, good to see you. Okay, the Halloween thing is at 6.
Okay.
Do we have a game tonight to watch?
On TV, yeah, at 7.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
There's a Firebirds game at 7, so we can definitely step in there at 6.
Yeah. Oh, Bailey, the Deck Link. That's what Blackmagic calls it. It's the same thing as the Cam Link Pro, but it's the Blackmagic version.
I have the Elgato Cam Link Pro, that one for my PC, but not for my laptop.
Oh, shoot. You have it. Okay.
The Elgato Cam Link Pro.
That's the 4 input one.
Oh.
Because the Cam Link is just the one. It's like it looks like USB flash.
I didn't even know there was a 4.
That's the one I was talking about. You have to do the enclosure and everything.
Deck Link by Blackmagic, 4 HDMIs.
It's not. It's expensive and it's not as user friendly to set up as the Cam Link is. So it's not for everybody.
Obs is all moved over, just trying to stream and unpack everything.
Cool.
Yay! Congrats on the move. Folks, I'm taking donations from now on. Getting that Deck Link and an M4 MacBook Pro quite maxed out. Starving mode.
Ooh, that would be a fun combo.
An M4.
Because Apple just updated everything this week.
Wait. We have M1.
Yeah.
Does this mean we missed 2 and 3? Or
yeah, we did.
Oh, so wow.
Yeah.
So the M4 must be really...
It seems pretty darn good.
All right.
But our computers are like, unless you need to Final Fantasy and stream and do like essentially a video call at the same time where it only works pretty well.
I know.
With multiple monitors.
I have no complaints with what we got. Yeah.
But what's really cool though is the M4. I mean, I could essentially get the M4 equivalent of my computer, my MacBook, which was $4,000 when I bought it. There is no equivalent because it's more powerful by default, but it would be about $3,000 for the equivalent, which is more powerful. But what's really cool is the M4 Mac Mini. For the base model Mac Mini, like probably as powerful as our MacBooks.
Oh.
For $599, $499 with an education discount.
Drew says, I just grabbed a Stream Deck as well. Still trying to learn how to use it with Ecamm. It's so easy. It's just, I think the tricky part is figuring out, because everyone's Ecamm is different, the way that you set it up. So, your scenes are obvious. That's how we switch the scenes. But yeah, what?
I was reading Jeremy's thing. He said, drop the Stream Deck on the table. Well, I'm sure there's no... This doesn't really absorb much, and then there's not really a shock mount on the microphone, so it's probably carrying over. Again, where the SM7B just beats out everybody is like you can hit it and smack it and do whatever, and it makes no sound. It's amazing.
Just Flink says, do you guys have any sound treatment in Heather's office? The audio doesn't sound reverby at all. Well, the AC is going on right now, which I don't think you can hear.
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, there's really no sound treatment in here. There's no sound treatment, but it's carpeted.
It's carpeted.
And there's stuff, and you're mostly better off than I am because you have like a soft couch and soft pillows over there.
There's stuff in here.
There's soft things. Even my room, it kind of works because there's stuff everywhere, but a lot of it is hard things. So like hard, flat surfaces, like even the monitors and the desktop, all that's reflecting stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think also because we're going into a corner, it does things well. And then using a dynamic mic that is a little bit better at rejecting background stuff.
Kat says, I'm still so happy with the performance of my M1.
Yeah, I have it makes me happy and excited if I had unlimited money to win the Road Creator thing. Get some M4s. But like, it makes me really happy that the insanely expensive computer, when I needed a new laptop, when I bought the M1 Max MacBook Pro over 3 years ago now, it was $4,000. I've never spent nearly that much on a computer. And it's still like, I don't even think about it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Ob says they haven't updated the studio yet. Maybe I will trade in my M1 MacBook Pro for a new Mac Mini and a 14-inch MacBook Pro. Bailey says, I just finished all my final exams through school, so finally have more freedom to work. Having the ability to work Monday through Friday and even earn actual money is much nicer.
Does it feel weird to be out in the world during those days and hours where you'd normally be like stuck?
Yes. Oh my gosh, congrats, Bailey. It's
awesome.
A
dream? I've had a recurring dream that happens maybe every month or two. And it's me like being back in high school, but it's like a month before graduation, maybe.
Like senior year?
Yeah. Okay. And it's like, it's me like trying to wrap things up. Like, oh, there's like a senior project and there's essays. And it's usually something of like, I'm so sick of school. I don't want to do any of this, but I have like these big essays to do. And I know it's all I got to do, but it feels like that last 5 or 6 weeks is going to take forever. I remember this feeling, but in my dream, I'm like, I'm not going to do the work. I don't think I'm going to graduate. And then it's the fear of like not graduating. And then I wake up like that was 20 years ago.
This is Tom. Homesick Mac. I can explain myself moving from M1 Mac Mini only because of portability. Don't have a laptop. The Mini is still great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, is like, I don't like my Mini, since I don't use it as my editing computer, still checks all the boxes for what I need. I like Ecamm. It's great. Video calls is great. Admin email stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
So I really have no need for a new one. If the prices go down really low, or if mine takes a dump or something, then I would get a new one. But I like that it is still going strong, and it's like, hey, I bought the cheap one a while ago. It's still going. But also having bought that when I was teaching online, like that was my main computer, but now that's not a thing anymore. Like my main computer for the foreseeable future has to be a laptop. Like it just has to be. So
I don't have a preference.
Well, now, your laptop's under here and it never moves. You took it to
so.
jury duty once, and otherwise it's been in here.
Let's see. Just Link says, fun Stream Deck fact. Elgato has a free app that gives you a 6-button Stream Deck with full functionality for free.
Oh, that's true. You can do like on iPads and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bailey says, I'm seeing the limits of my M1 MacBook Air, doing lots of 3D visualization and video editing, so I need to upgrade soon. Probably going to pick up the M2 or M3 that someone is selling to replace.
Talk to Doc. I'm sure he's upgrading all kinds of stuff.
I know. Yeah, he's someone who it's like yearly, right?
He gets whatever the newest one is and then sells the previous one as soon as possible.
There you go.
But he's a good person to do that with because he knows since he knows he's selling it when he buys it, he takes really good care of all the stuff. So when you get it, it's like a brand new one.
Jeremy says Final Cut 11 looks like it might make upgrading a necessity.
See, yeah, because Final Cut's coming out with new updates that require Apple Intelligence. That's only on the new things. But like, and as someone with the Final Cut Pro course that I want to keep updated,
yeah,
that could make, make it make sense to get a Mac Mini to keep cheap. But right now, the big thing is like auto captions and subtitles and things being done through Apple Intelligence. So it's like Descript built into Final Cut.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing people have been asking for. That's not a reason that I'm going to get a new computer. Yeah. So, yeah.
Drew says, we'd love to start doing a gaming stream, but I'm coming up with question marks on how the best way to stream a PS5. Anyway, we could chat about setup sometime.
Oh, you can just watch a vid right now.
Yeah, so what channel is it on? Heather Ramirez. It's on my tutorial channel. I have a setup about my YouTube setup that I just did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But basically, we use the 4KX. So PlayStation 5 goes into the Elgato 4KX, which goes into Ecamm as a source. That's it.
Yeah, and
it's pretty simple.
The 4KX has HDMI pass-through, so then your PS5 can go into a monitor or display or something, so you can play with no lag, but it's still being captured. And we tried, so the thing we were trying to use, because we already had a Streamer X, which is a 4K capture card with HDMI pass-through, but Streamer X got weird with
Mac.
It gets weird with Mac because Apple thinks Apple has some crazy copyright protection, so it basically just, your Mac doesn't work with Streamer X for the most part. The PS5 does, but here's the tricky part. And this is a very subtle thing that we learned. Sorry, I'm looking out to make sure our package gets left and not left with a note. So let's make sure the guy walks back to the truck without a box.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, he rang the doorbell.
I mean, they think they always ring the doorbell. Sorry. There's a FedEx truck. He's not carrying anything. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So this is a really subtle thing that I didn't know about. The PS5 is 4K. Basically, the HDMI input that goes in the Streamer X has to match the HDMI through resolution. So if the PS5 is coming in at 4K, the Streamer X has to be going into a 4K display.
Yeah.
And Heather doesn't have a 4K display.
We have just monitors.
And was not going to buy one just for this.
Yeah.
And then the other option is, well, okay, do a 1080 output into a 1080 display. But the whole point we redid your setup was 4K. So it's like, well, especially gameplay, especially Final Fantasy on a PS5, you need as much resolution as possible.
Yeah. So I was peeking through the stream that we did last night. The PS5 looks so good.
Compared to my computer was looking like a stop motion.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
It's crystal clear and smooth no matter how much insanity is happening on screen.
Yeah.
And so the 4KX can solve that problem. You can have a 4K source like the PS5 going into a 1080 monitor. So it's not a problem if you have the Streamer X and you have 4K displays, it's not a problem. But if you don't, that's going to be a problem.
It's a hiccup. All right. Let's see. King Paco, I need help choosing my next microphone as I am confused about whether to pick a Rode or Fifine. Currently, I have the Fifine AM8.
I have a review on the AM8. It's great. But definitely if you want to upgrade, if you get another Fifine, it's going to be Fifine. It's going to be a lateral move. So it's probably not going to feel like an upgrade. They do have some, mics that have better handling noise and stuff than the AM8. But if you want to spend your money and actually feel like an upgrade, getting a Rode mic, probably definitely the way to go. The AM8's cool because it's a dynamic mic with XLR and USB, so it's super versatile and it's dynamic. You could get the basic pod mic for $99, but the one I would recommend if you want to jump in and be like, whoa, I got something that feels like way different than this, is the NT1 Signature Series, which is $150. It's a condenser microphone, so it's going to feel super different than the AM8, but it's also available in a whole bunch of cool colors. So you can get a black one, but you could also get blue, purple, red, dark blue, green, pink. So I would look at the Rode NT1 Signature Series.
Homesick Max says, if anyone is considering getting the Blackmagic deck link, you'll need an enclosure, which is an additional $300.
Yeah, if you have a Mac.
Kane says, after fighting the ATEM audio input for years, a hum I could never remove has finally been fixed by Behringer HD400 AC hum eliminator. Have you ever had noise or hum from inputs, and how did you fix?
I don't use audio on the ATEMs. Is how I have a whole video trying it because it. And I'm curious about this because it has the same little like boop boop. Here's the little mic inputs. I have basically when things like this have audio inputs, I don't. To me, they don't.
Because the signal, yeah.
I just plug the Rodecaster in separately, which is why the Rodecaster video is awesome because it's basically, in addition to being this big or almost this big, has basically a Rodecaster Duo built into it.
Right.
And so you just have, there's nothing in the switching world that even remotely comes close in terms of audio to the Rodecaster video.
Okay, I need to show you this comment right here and tell you what my first instinct was.
Oh, I knew.
You do?
You think a free company?
I am. Oh my gosh. So Greg says, question, how's your Kraken team doing? And I totally thought, my first instinct was that you were talking about this. This is a guild/free company that Tom and I founded on Tuesday.
It was lost, but then we founded.
On Tuesday, we did a charter. So basically in Final Fantasy 14, you can create like a guild in game. It's like a club in game. People can become members and stuff.
But you can like share resources. You can when you need.
You can do challenges together.
Yeah, or if you need people to like.
You get a house together, like a little house that
and
everyone
that has
can
benefits.
Decorate.
You can store inventory.
Yeah, well, so we're rank 7, which probably means nothing to you, but that's cool. And it's just cool. It's just cool. It's just the craziest thing to me.
It's funny because
I can't deal with it.
Greg was asking about the hockey team.
The hockey team.
Seattle Kraken.
The Seattle
Kraken.
Kraken.
They didn't win last night, but they've been doing great overall, and I'm very excited.
Yeah.
For them and their season, and I really feel like I do see lots of changes with like coaching lineups because they have our team's old coaching staff, which seems to be kicking butt.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because we got into the Firebirds because they were our team.
Yeah.
Then, this is several years ago now, they feed into the Seattle Kraken. So that became our NHL team.
Yeah.
And then that led to, years of being into both those teams and all that. Final Fantasy, when you register, you have to choose like a data center and a server to be on because it's a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
And
there's like a million people.
When you go to sign up, it'll just throw you in one. But if you want to choose one, like
no, you pick.
You pick, but it just kind of tells you like pick the one closest to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever you're at, like whatever one is
no like
near my location.
Yeah. There's no.
The game is the same.
Yeah.
But the reason it would matter is if you have a lot of people you want to play with that are on one, you would want to be on the same as them.
Yeah.
Because it's way easier. But like for me, it didn't matter. So I just went to the one that it threw me in. Well, then because people keep playing, they fill up. And so they add new servers and new data centers and all this stuff. They added a new one recently that's called Kraken. And since the one we were on was so full, if people wanted, like, were watching the stream and wanted to come play with us, they like literally couldn't
it was too
move
full.
over.
Yeah.
So it was like, if we move to a new one, it's going to be easier for people to join. And there happens to be one called Kraken. So 100% we're going to do it to that one.
Yeah.
and that's really funny.
And so now we have a free company is called Kraken's Call. We have a charter and everything, and it's like it honestly is one of the coolest things that I've done, like in the whole YouTube.
It's amazing
journey,
and
it's just so crazy.
It's cool because for new people to the game like me, it's really fun. But it also seems like it's sort of reinvigorating people who have been playing for a long time.
Yeah,
and like, now like I want to log in every day and I have things to do.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah,
it's really
way too
cool.
excited.
Yeah. Really quick. Is that matching the output to the display resolution problem a Mac thing or Road Streamer X thing? I've never heard about this from any PC streamer.
It was the Streamer X thing because we're not. The display going in has nothing to do with the computer. My guess is a lot of PC streamers have already upgraded to 4K displays.
Oh.
And it maybe would never be known as an issue. Because you're just going from PS5 Streamer X to display.
Yeah.
So there's no...
Mr. Camera Junkie in the house. Hello, hello. Well, I gotta go hop on one of my union meetings. I'll catch you later. Glad I could stop by and hang out.
If we see you later, we can have a reunion.
Good seeing you, Drew. Ahoy, mateys. What's up, JFK? Gil, audio issues from the ATEM, in my experience, is due to the audio cable being close to a computer cable or my NAS server.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the ATEM feels prone to it, but then cables are prone to it. I don't know. It's a mess.
If anyone is looking for the Shure SM7B used, be careful because the clone is 99% exactly the same.
Yes, that is one of the most counterfeited products around.
Really?
For some reason. I've wanted to try to get a counterfeit one to like...
Oh my gosh.
Test.
There's a YouTube video.
Yeah, I like...
You should totally do a blind test and see if everyone can like tell.
Well, and I don't know how to get a counterfeit. So like go to Tijuana and buy the SF7B or something. True. But you don't want it and you end up with it. But it is a good point. If you want to spend your $400 on an SM7B, get it from an authorized retailer.
Yeah. JFK says, I've resisted FF14 for years and I'll continue to resist.
Resistance is futile, buddy.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you can play this critically acclaimed MMO RPG for free.
For free?
For free.
Wow.
And here's someone who just signed up for the very first time 2 months ago-ish.
Yeah, but then I got into it and just paid right away.
Yeah. He was like, I'm not on the trial anymore. And Bond says, and confirmed that we just hit rank 8.
Nice.
Which is crazy to me. Go Kraken.
That's Drew's local team.
Oh, that's right. Kayan says, when Final Fantasy 14 becomes your daily life now, sometimes it can be mistaken like that. You both will get used to it.
Yeah.
King Paco says, can you send me the link for the microphone you were talking about? Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
I don't have a link on... Oh.
Is there a way to find it?
I think it's on my website, actually.
Oh, there you
Hi,
go.
my name is Tom.com/gear? Question mark.
Hi, my name is Tom.com. Just go there and you can find his...
There's a gear tab and there's a what I use tab and there's all the microphones and stuff with descriptions about why I use each one so you can...
JFK says, I'm not sure what's going on with Heather's hair, but I like it. I have no idea what's going on with my hair either. We were supposed to dye it today. And if you see, it's like 5 different colors right now. Because I had pink right here. This is like the signs of my hair. I had pink right here, so now it's fading into a different color. We didn't really paint this part last time, so that's lighter than the rest. It's just...
It looks great, though.
Yeah, but Sunday we're going to have to...
But you don't like it when it's one color, like paint bucket, click, fill. Like, you don't like that.
I like it when it's kind of messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we need to touch it up. We were supposed to do it today, but we didn't. Jeremy says, can't wait to host you guys up here and catch a game. I was just talking with the wifey. Neither of us follow hockey, so you'll need to educate us. Oh, yeah. I mean, hockey's just like super fun.
Hockey's fun if you don't even know what's going on. You just go and just, the horn goes off when someone scores and it's fun.
Just Flink says, even as someone with a very high end PC, a lot of us don't bother with 4K displays. 1440 high refresh rate is what most of us go for.
I guess frame rate would probably be a higher priority than resolution.
Oh, so this is something I actually this was a pill to swallow. So ever since we upgraded the whole thing, I've been all about that 4K. And let me tell you, okay, as someone who was like, I'm not going to do 4K, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm just like, is this, when I'm watching YouTube, is this the highest quality?
Yeah, she will click off.
4K. But with Heather just play streams, I can't do 4K. Which makes me so sad, but no one even cares. Yeah.
The reason is on YouTube, if you want to do streams with lower latency, so there's less of a delay between what happens on screen and what the stream actually sees, you need to go down to 1440.
I have to lower the latency. Yeah. So I go to 1440, which to me is a better experience for everyone who's watching because a lot of the people who are watching are playing, and I don't want there to be a 30-second delay between what the heck I'm seeing, and then everyone has to like wait 30 seconds, read or like see what I'm seeing, but it's like the boss is dead or whatever. Yeah, it's like, yeah. So anyway, even as someone with I said that the FC is rank 8. Sean is confirming. Charlotte, I'm having visions of Tom in a street corner in New York whispering, hey buddy, got counterfeit SM7B.
Open a coat with like a bunch. Yeah, it's like Coach bags, Rolexes, Gucci,
SM7Bs,
Shure mics.
Oh my gosh. Listen, women sometimes bright colored hair is a vibe. I love it.
There we go.
Listen, we got to do your hair, Tom.
That's what they're saying. I mean,
that's what they're saying. Let's do a charity fundraiser.
Lighter parts here.
You know, I was this close to getting him to do blue, and then you were like, never mind.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
He got nervous. What's the ISO? What is the ISO?
Under what context?
Yeah. Just blinks. When you're sitting close to a smaller screen, the difference between 1440 and 4K is not that crazy, but the difference between 60 and 120 FPS is
definitely the bigger quality of life.
I mean, I watch many streams and videos only at 480p, sometimes 720p.
Yeah, I mean, it's also the thing, like, if you really want to watch the thing, you're not going to be like, well...
It's not 4K, yeah.
But if that 4K button is there, I'm pressing that button.
Push that button.
Yeah.
Looking at M4 MacBook Pro, base model is $249.
$24.99.
There it is.
Australian.
Not bad at all.
Which is, I forget what that is in USD, but it's less than $24.99. Oh, what's the ISO on your camera? What is your ISO? It's 160. Yeah, 160 with a f1.4 aperture and a 1/60th shutter speed.
There we go.
And 4200
never
Kelvin
touch it.
color temperature.
Tom set it up once, and I just turned it off and on. So there we go. I should probably write that down though, because just in case.
I mean, some of the like this lens, you're not going to do anything but f1.4. That's the whole point of the lens. You're doing 30 frames a second, so it has to be 1/60, and then ISO is really the variable there, but we want it to be as low as possible, and it's darker than this.
Stay away from the dark alleys with the SM7Bs. I can't believe that's.
Yeah, it's like a thing.
How much is the counterfeit?
Well, a lot of people...
Are they selling it for the same price and just like, oh yeah, this is an SM7B?
In the comments here were saying if you buy used ones, a lot of times it ends up being a counterfeit one. But I have heard of people even like on Amazon buying one, not paying attention where they're getting it from, not getting it direct from like a reputable place. And then they end up with like, I don't know how you tell, but maybe Doc knows.
Charles says, I want to allow for closed captions on my streams, but I also want the lowest latency when streaming to YouTube, and you sadly can't at the moment.
Oh, you need more latency so there's time to caption it.
Oh, maybe. I see. Roughly 1700, says Bailey.
Yeah, see, that's not bad for an M4 MacBook Pro.
I do a 4K TV. I do own a 4K TV. Was always using it in 1080, but now I have the power. I see. So like on my TV, I just did this like yesterday. I don't know where you were, but I don't know why, but I went to the TV and I was like, can this be in 4K? And it was like 1080, and I was like, oh, that's right, because the TV is 1080.
Yeah, this $118 television is only 1080.
Do Tom's hair in Kraken colors. Ooh. What are Kraken colors though? Do I know what Kraken colors are?
What?
It's blue. It's just blue.
You got the dark blue, you got the ice blue, and then you got the red.
Oh. How do we do that with your hair?
I don't know.
Well, you're about to find out.
You got to do it whatever the
Aloha, Doc Rock, 1640.
Oh, Doc, you would know. How can someone tell that they got a counterfeit SM7B, and where could someone purposely get a counterfeit SM7B?
Tom, have you thought about testing some of the more budget SDC? I think that world is massively underrepresented for starting content creators. They seem pretty versatile.
SDC. It's not ringing the
San Diego Comic-Con?
The budget Comic-Con? I don't think that's what it is.
No.
More budget stream.
I think Podcastage did a video on those SM7Bs.
Oh, he seems like someone that would go down the rabbit hole of that.
Captions cannot be real time. It has to transcribe.
Yeah.
I'm going M4 Pro Mini like 2800. I had to spec an M4 MacBook Pro for someone yesterday, and it came out to $71.99.
Yeah. Well, you and we can stick with our M1 Maxes.
That's insane. Has Tom watched the 1.0 documentaries from NoClip?
Yeah, we did watch it.
So here's what happened.
But I wasn't playing yet. Yeah. So I want to rewatch it.
So when I started playing Final Fantasy 14, I don't know, whenever it was, going on 2 years ago now.
2.5, yeah.
My brother, who was the one who introduced me to the game, was like, you need to watch the documentary. So I did, and it's awesome. It's incredible. I watched it on the couch, and you were kind of just like peeking over, but you hadn't played the game. And so we should definitely
I like the story, though, but now knowing more about it, it would be fun. There's no spoilers in it, right?
No.
Okay.
No, because also, I don't remember when it was made, but it was like, you know.
But I'm up to like 2016 in game development years.
I think it's that old.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's mostly on 1.0. Let's see. Small diaphragm condenser microphones.
Oh yeah. That makes a lot more sense. So I've talked about a few of them, but my favorite one, which like I guess there are cheaper budget ones because you got like the NW800, which is really one of the only products in the world that I just straight up trash and make fun of, is the gold microphone.
Oh.
I normally never say like anything is bad.
That one was bad though.
Yeah, it sucks.
That one was like, why bother? Just use your phone.
Yeah, and there's slightly better versions, and even that one, see, that's the problem, is like $20, and mine sounds like a drive-through from World War II, if they had those back then.
I was like, I see what you were trying to do there.
But you could buy one, and it could actually sound kind of okay because the quality control and the consistency is not there. Whereas like an SM7B, everyone you buy from like when they started making it decades ago to today is going to sound exactly the same. So small diaphragm condenser microphones, my go-to is the Lewitt LCT 240 Pro, which I do have multiple videos on, and I talk about all the time because I love that microphone. It's the one it was going to be the one you had if you didn't go with the MV7 when we did the mic tests.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great. And they lowered the price. It's like $100 now, and it's so good.
Let's see. Silver holographic sticker, and check that number on Shure website. Right. I'm sticking with the M1 Max for at least a decade.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Hello, soldier. Can I take your order? QTU is the best budget mic, period.
Yeah, I mean,
you have that one.
I do. Yeah. Wow.
Yo, osmosis.
I'm in love.
Stupid.
Yeah, the Q2U is awesome. The Samsung Q2U, because it's $60 to $70 usually. It's not a condenser. It's a dynamic. It's like a handheld dynamic, but for that price, it comes with the mic. It comes with the windscreen. It comes with a little stand. I think it even comes with an XLR cable. It's also an XLR and USB microphone, so you can plug it in with what you got right now. It has a physical mute switch. Yeah, so it's like, I still see tons of like YouTubers with like 1+ million channels using the Q2U. Because I think Samsung just sent a bunch out to people who like, you know, they're not in the audio video niche. They're not going to buy another microphone ever. Yeah. And they're just like, this is one I use forever, and it works.
I need the Lewitt Ray. It's so cool.
Yeah, the Ray kicks butt.
When I say small diaphragm condenser microphones, I use it interchangeably with pencil condenser microphones. Sorry,
no, it's my brain. It's not your brain. Yes, that is something that I would be actually super interested in doing more videos on.
Hershey, SE Electronics Neom.
Yum, yum.
Yum. Doc says, SM7B has heavily tested. After visiting Shure, I can tell you well worth the price after seeing what they do to make it.
Yeah.
Greg says, too bad Apple didn't release a mouse you could change and use at the same time. It's almost like they were trolling us with USB-C upgrade.
I as someone who's moved on from the Magic Mouse after many years, they basically updated their mouse again. Now it's USB-C instead of Lightning, but you still have to charge it from the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
But here's the thing, though. I know it would be nice, but the battery in that mouse lasts like 3 months, so you rarely have to charge it. And there is a quick charge option, so I think it's something in like a couple of minutes it can get you 8 hours. So like, It's like, okay, if it's totally dead, you can just leave it for a few minutes and go to
the mouse charge thing is a misplaced rage. Takes 2 minutes to charge for 8 hours, and a full charge is literally 3 months.
There, we were on the same page. So it's annoying when you're in that time, you're in the middle of something and the mouse dies, and you're like,
and we got 2 minutes.
Sometimes you don't want to interrupt the flow. Whereas, like, if you could just plug it in the front, then you're done.
Well, I mean, we're still good with charging all our stuff anyway, so we would never run into that problem.
Yeah. Well, the Magic Mouse, because it lasts so long, it's very easy to forget to charge it.
So, like, I have used this mouse twice. I like this one better. I actually might return this one.
Oh, really? You have a clear preference?
Yeah.
What do you like? Sorry, mouse chat.
We've changed subjects. I don't even know how. Oh, because we were talking about mics. Yeah, like. So I love this mic or mouse mic. This is awesome. And then I wanted to find another one because I use mouse and keyboard with my PlayStation 5.
And this isn't Bluetooth. This has to be a dongle.
It's a dongle situation. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this looks the same. I should have just bought another one of the same. But I was like, if I'm using both of them at the same time because I'm streaming, so one mouse is the computer and then I'm playing, one mouse is the PlayStation 5.
And you didn't want they make it in black, but you didn't want the black one.
I don't want the black. Yeah, they had a pink one, but it was more of like a.
It's kind of like a toddler pink, like it's a.
It's like a salmon pink. It was not a cute pink.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. So I looked at other ones. This looked the same. It's the pinky is weird.
You don't like the pinky.
I like that. No, I don't. To answer your question, I don't. I like that I can kind of hook under. See, now I have preferences. I didn't care at first. But
oh, I see. Okay.
Anyway, let's see. Oh, see now. See?
Well, if you have two of the exact same one, how are you going to solve that problem?
That's why I think I'm not. I think I just have to deal.
But I mean, so the reason these look the same, but they have different logos, so that's a good label.
Yeah, one's a dragon. So I was like, oh, dragon, Final Fantasy 14.
And one's like a company logo. But I mean, you could just put like a sticker or something on
yeah,
it.
I know. But then you can feel it. I don't know. Homesick Max says, I'm getting the M4 MacBook Pro with 2040, 48 gigs, universal memory, and 1 terabyte of SSD, 4,000 in Sweden. Taking it on lease through my company. So, okay, monthly cost for 3 years. Then it's mine.
Nice. Definitely lasts for 3 years, that's for sure.
Q9U is big bro.
There we go.
Let's see. Tom, how much extra would you pay for a microphone if you could get it in any color? For example, if the regular SMC7B is $400, how much would you pay for a blue one?
I can actually answer this question because colorware.com, where this microphone came from. I think it depends on the mic, but it's usually $50 to $100 more. I think they have SM7Bs now over there. And that seems they do an amazing job.
That's this one, yeah.
So let's see what they got. But yeah, so I would pay whatever their price is, I feel is fair.
Really quick though, Greg, super chat, some chocolate for Halloween.
Well, we are definitely going to go get some.
You guys, it's Friday. You know what that means. It's time to get some handles.
One of us has a full bag of Costco Halloween candy that did not get handed out last night. So.
Because we decided to stream instead.
Well, we also got no trick-or-treaters. We got like one.
Well, Tom was over there at the front door peeking out the window like, where are the kids? Where are the kids?
There was nobody. It was weird. And it was like, ah.
Yeah, and so now there's just a whole giant bag of candy on the kitchen counter. I don't really like chocolate.
Well, Costco had the all-chocolate bag.
It's a Costco bag?
I got it at Costco. But yeah, it's Reese's, Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, and Kit Kats.
Point is, Greg, your super chat is going to buy our ice cream that we're going to get as soon as we stop the stream.
Yeah.
But really quick, let's try to find where is
it? Wait, click on Sennheiser. What they got there?
Let's see. Oh,
that's
cute.
Okay. Sennheiser's handheld mic. Sorry, I just wanted to see.
All right, we're going to Shure. Boom.
Oh yeah,
look how cute that is. Are you kidding me?
Look at the SM7Ds.
This is cracking colors. Look at that.
That's close to ice blue. Yeah.
Okay, here.
Oh! Click create. Let's see what we...
This looks awesome. Are you kidding?
So, wait, go up?
Go up.
They're charging $75.
$75 to get it. To get
totally
it
worth it.
Yeah. Oh, ho, ho.
And as we found designing yours, the swatch things that they have on here are really accurate.
Yeah.
So the way it looks... Yours looks... in real life, looked exactly like it did on the screen when we designed it.
Oh, is that Matt? Oh, that's Matt.
So my birthday's in a month, everybody. Normally, I don't say anything about that. But, there we go.
Okay, looking forward to seeing the Sennheiser Profile wireless setup.
Oh yeah. That's on the way. They're Sennheiser's little wireless.
There you go. Take a break and remind yourself to charge with reminders. Logi S3 is the best in the game.
But we need the MMO. We need the
I need the 12
numpad on the side.
Because I gotta cast my spells. Let's see. JFK says I charged my MacBook Pro Monday and then again this morning. What kind of black magic voodoo batteries are in these things?
I love it because you're showing how good they are, and like it's a thing.
Oh, Colorware is Shure certified.
Yeah, they're not like voiding your warranty and destroying your mic or anything. Like it's legit.
Bailey says, I'm just out of power with the base model M1 MacBook Air, so definitely need to upgrade.
There is a huge difference between M1 and M1 Max as well, because M1 Max is like basically 4 M1s on the same chip, I believe.
Ernesto, sorry I'm late, but happy Friday. Good to see you.
Worries.
We won't say anything if Tom bulks up from the Costco chocolate.
Yeah, no, I don't want that to happen.
Bailey says, I still think Tom should dye his hair blue on the sides and a red stripe on top just to make it look like Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's funny. Then get the dock pop for $24. Make it prettier.
I was using my orange dock pop on our stream last night.
I can't tell you how many people love the dock pop.
Because
they're all about
it was perfect for Halloween.
I didn't think I was going to like the pink.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm really happy you stuck with it, but I'm surprised you stuck with it. It looks...
Yeah.
It looks so good. If you put the black one on there, it looks really like muted and sad now.
Yeah. Now I can't imagine. But now I'm curious about the other colors. But see, look. No.
But yeah, that is an easy way to change the color of the mic.
If you're already spending $400, an extra $75 for some cool colors is definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
And it's like...
It's so worth it.
It does not look like someone else painted it or whatever. Like it looks like it came that way from the factory.
How long have we had this now?
3 years?
3 years. Yeah. This part is the blue part is matte, and then the purple is gloss.
Yeah.
So you can really customize it.
And then you got to choose the white up here as well.
Yeah.
And maybe those were only
OfficeNoob.com. Currently using the Rodecaster Duo A10 Mini and thinking of replacing them with the Rodecaster Videos. Or anything miss about your prior setup versus the Rodecaster Video?
No. Well, what's really cool, I mean, it depends. No. To answer your question, no, because the Rodecaster Video basically has a Rodecaster Duo built inside of it, just with less physical controls, but all the capabilities and quality are there. The thing I was going to say was I don't know if you're going to sell your Rodecaster and your ATEM to fund the Rodecaster Video, but if you keep the Rodecaster Duo and down the line you ever decide you want more inputs on the Rodecaster Video, or to use the physical faders, you can run it through USB and get that direct connection. So
there you go.
It's kind of the best of all worlds.
Homesick Mac can vouch and praise for colorware. My MV7 turned out great.
Yeah, it's cool they added so many more mics. Gosh, that.
But see, okay, for the gamers who are here, you guys, there's like controllers and stuff,
consoles, everything.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh, look at that Switch.
I mean, come on. That was exactly Tom's vibe.
I just want that one. Just
right here.
Add to cart.
You and Obs, I feel like. This is you guys.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I feel like color just makes you happy when you look at it, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why more stuff isn't like cool colors.
Well, now it is. I feel like,
it was real big in obviously
shifting.
like the 90s and stuff were big on colors. But then in like around 2010, bright, bold colors were big. And then the 2010s to now, everything got like
just
muted.
Minimal.
Dark gray or light gray? Like, what would you like? No.
Yeah, I know. When Tom and I buy stuff for the house, we have to go to the kids section because that's how you get the fun, cool patterns.
We got the kid Alexa.
We got the kid Alexa. We got the kid rug for our entrance.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I forgot Ruggable.
Colors?
We bought a rug for our entrance when we walk in through the front door from Ruggable.com. And they're like machine washable rugs. This is sounding like a sponsor. It's not.
When you have dogs that sometimes throw up, it's nice to be able to throw.
Yeah, you can throw this thing in the washing machine. But like, it's all like, I don't know, whatever. There wasn't. I mean, if you know our vibe, we're all about the bright. There was no bright. It was all muted. Like
even like the blue version is like sad blue.
Like muted. Yeah.
No.
Anyway. Let's see. Got my dock pops yesterday. Yay,
nice.
my pod mics are happy and colorful. I missed some. Lacey says, I got an M3 Pro and it was crazy fast upgrade from the M1, but I did love my M1. It served me well. JFK says, I'm diabetic, but my doctor says chocolate and sorted peanuts, cashews, etc. are okay. The store I go.
Well, you got the nut protein.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of M&Ms in that batch.
Oh, there's M&Ms too. There's peanut and chocolate M&Ms.
Yeah.
And Hershey bars. There's a lot. Although I have weird feelings about that.
And you know who's not going to eat any of them? Because I'm just not into the chocolate.
I was genuinely like planning to give it all away.
Uh-huh.
This was not
That's
like...
why you went to Costco.
I told you, I'm 38.
That's
if I want to buy candy, I will just buy a bag of candy.
38-year-old man.
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm going to take some Reese's and put them in the freezer, and then the rest will go to the kids. But now the whole thing is
goodness.
Here. I'm so hungry now.
Yeah. Tom, are the preamps and the Streamer X the same ones that you would find in the Rodecaster Pro?
Yes. Exactly the same. Rodecaster Pro, Rodecaster Duo, Rodecaster Video, Streamer X.
See, look, speaking of chocolate, Hershey. Happy to see Doc, and thank you, Heather and Tom, for always having fun stream. Hey. Randall's here. Hello, everyone. I gave up on the Rode Streamer X for the podcast mic because of echoing and not enough for the volume.
Interesting. Echoing is...
Greg says, reminds me of Yondo floating and saying, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I really like
I could hear it in my head. JFK, I need a Chelsea FC skin for my Mac. Go team.
There you
Office
go.
Noob, super chat.
Aw.
Thank
Man,
you.
we get lots of ice cream.
Thank you. Yeah. I was gonna say you are funding our next handles trip, which will probably be Sunday.
Yeah, they know us. So.
They literally not yesterday.
We didn't
not
go yesterday.
We're trying. It's getting good. It's a problem, but we're trying not to go every day. But the last time we went, the owner literally came out the window and was like, "Same time tomorrow." He was like, "No."
Yeah, sorry, I'll never be here again.
And I was like, "Yeah, bye." We have different reactions to things. I don't know. Let's see. I actually regret painting my studio in black oil paint. Yeah, we need to repaint the book nook, which is black. Let's see. SpongeBob voice chocolate. I don't know what that is. Have you seen this episode or know what this?
No, I haven't seen a ton of SpongeBob.
I haven't either. I missed the boat on that one. So, has anyone ever did a trick or joke instead of a treat?
That would be quite the treat.
Well, you can end our stream with a joke.
Okay.
Really quick, just checked. And I only got this laptop at the start of the year. I knew I should have got more powerful model. Also, I may be coming to NAB next year.
Oh!
Yet to be decided. Fingers crossed. I might be working something out with Aaron Parecki. Oh my gosh, Bailey. It would be so awesome to meet you in person. That would be incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah. And everyone mark your calendars. We're going to NAB. Everybody go. Yeah. Also, Homesick Mac, our third handle. He says coffee. All right, what's the joke?
Our doctor is just freaking out over there right now.
I know.
Okay, well, do you know why the Scarecrow, speaking of awards and recognition, why the Scarecrow on Halloween got an award?
Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, that's cute. And clever.
Time to clear the table, y'all.
That was great.
Oh, yeah, bye. Have a safe, happy, healthy, fun rest. Sorry, I was reading Just Flinks' Tom's NAB videos are my favorite. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Somebody went off on my NAB video last week that they were like, usually your videos are value packed every minute, but this is just a waste of time. It's annoying. And I was like, good Lord.
I was like, did you leave it up?
The comment?
Yeah.
No, I deleted it. I should have left it up so people could deal with it, but nah.
Horrible person.
Yeah, you pieced out. Anyway.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a happy Friday. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, everybody, and have a great November. And with that said, we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
That's what I was doing.